YouTube Pulse 38. How you guys doing today? I want to talk about the gun grab, the gun grab new laws that's going on right now since California, and previous week was Colorado Springs. And the same time Colorado Springs was going on, there's some black dude down in Louisiana shot 17 people in a park. None died, but 17 people got shot. Little kids, adults, whatever, but never made the news. Go figure. But they concentrate on any shooting that happens. I don't care if they use a BB gun. They get on this assault weapon thing. Assault weapon, if you want to go to the dictionary and actually look up what an assault weapon is, it's not a semi-automatic gun that looks like a M4. The AR-15 is what I'm talking about. That's not it. It's a full automatic. It has a selector switch on it. That's actually what an assault gun is. It was termed in, God, clear back in the 40s or something like that. Some dictionaries, Wikipedia, whatever you look at, some will actually say that the assault weapon came from the media, which is true because it's not an assault weapon. It's a semi-automatic rifle. But anyways, so it got me thinking, why are they, you know, the shooting out in California, which was tragic, don't get me wrong, but you got this I'm not trying to be politically correct, I'm just trying not to use bad words, but you got this Muslim that was born and raised in Illinois, college educated. They said his whole pay package was like $75,000 with his health insurance and everything. I mean, he's living the American dream. But he gets radicalized, they think, by this woman, which, if you remember, Obama said it's women and children coming from Syria into the United States. How bad can it be? So now this woman comes from Pakistan, originally from Saudi Arabia. Pakistan comes over here. They say she radicalizes him. I don't think he was radicalized by her. I think it might have been a lot of other things going on, and she just might have sealed the deal. I don't know, but can't believe she was that powerful. But so it starts this gun debate thing. Well, it got me looking. You can go on FBI statistics, stats, and I went to 2014. You can go. They go way back, but I went to 2014, and if you look. Like Bloomberg is from New York, and he cries and cries and cries about gun control. Got to get rid of this nasty black gun. The idiots up in Chicago, got to get rid of this black gun. Obama's obviously from there. Got to get rid of this black gun, the AR-15. In California, it's the same way. They have some of the strictest laws. All three of these places, Illinois, New York, and California, has the strictest laws that you can get on guns. But yet, they have a high crime rate. California. And I got my cheat sheets with me. California in 2014 had 1,697 murders, 1,697. The total firearms was 1,169, 1,169 was gun-related murders. Handguns was 763, so 763 people got murdered by a handgun. Only 40 was killed by a rifle. 43 was killed by a shotgun. But they're not going after the high end was 763. That's a handgun. Only 40's killed by a rifle, and they didn't break down if it was like a single shot rifle, if it was a bolt action, it was a lever action, it was an AR-15, a Mini 14. They never broke it down. Look, I couldn't find it. Somebody else can find it. Send me a link to it. But 763 handgun murders, 40 rifle, 43 shotgun. Unknown firearms was 323. And I think from what I was trying to research and figure out why they go unknown, it's people coming into ERs that shot up, they're dropped off, gangbangers are dropped off, they're shot, it's a, through or whatever, but you can't, I'm assuming that's what it is. Everything I found, that's kind of what way it led. Knives was 256 people killed by a knife, only 40 from a rifle. They won't outlaw the semi-automatic rifle that only killed 40 people in 2014, but 256 was killed by a knife. 256. Other weapons, 175. That's ball bats, hammers, crowbars, whatever, cinder blocks, whatever you can pick up. Hands, fists, feet, your body, nothing else with you, 97. 97. The rifle was the lowest number on this whole entire sheet that or thing that I found for 2014 with California. It has every state in it, but rifle was the lowest one. But they, shotgun was 3 higher. It was 43. Handgun, 263, but they don't want your handgun. No, they want your rifle, but it was only used 40 times, and they're not even saying it was an AR-15 or not. Illinois. Total murders was 428. Total firearm murders out of that was 371. Handguns was 364. 364 handguns in Illinois. I didn't think they was allowed to have them. Rifle, and again, it doesn't tell what kind of rifle. 5. Shotgun, 1. Unknown firearms, 1. Knives, 30. 30. Only 5 rifles, but 30 knives. Need to outlaw them assault knives. Other weapons, 14. Hands, fists, and feet, 13. 364 handguns. Only 5 rifles. Only 1 shotgun. So you had 13 hands and fists. Only 5 rifles. But they went out all the rifles. I don't get this. New York City. 300. Got squirreled there for a minute. Sorry, guys. 613. New York City in 2014. 613. Total firearms, 344. Handguns, 283. And I'm assuming that was 7 round or less than them. Being New York. Rifle, 1. 1 rifle. 12 shotgun. Now, everybody, when you say New York, you're thinking New York City. It's a whole entire New York City, New York State. It's all of New York. I'm sure you guys knew that. I just had to make sure I knew that, I guess. 12 shotguns. Unknown firearms, 48. Knives, 139. I'm telling you, people, assault knives is what's killing everybody. Other weapons, 103. Hands, fists, feet, 27. These are your 3, I'm not saying highest states in murders and all that, but it is your 3 that has the strictest laws on handguns, on any gun, period. California, I've tried to look and see with California what it is about an AR-15. If you can own an AR-15 in California, or is there's some little, I'm assuming there's some little mechanical thing on it. I don't know. I tried to find it, and what I read really didn't make sense. But California had 40 rifles. Illinois had 5. New York had 1. But for some reason, they want to come after your rifle. They've had more murders, handguns in California is 263, Illinois 360, 763 in California. Can't read my own writing. Illinois 364, New York 283 handguns. But you don't see nobody, Bloomberg, Obama, any of these anti-gun people, they're not wanting your pistols. They're wanting your rifle for some reason. I don't get why that is. I really don't. This no-fly list thing. People, he cannot pass that. If you remember going back months, the rumor mill was, and it was a lot on some of the news stations, some had it, some didn't, that he was looking for a loophole in the Second Amendment to be able to pass something that he could outlaw whatever he wanted to outlaw. He had some really smart people on this. And I'm telling you, they come up with the no-fly list. If you're on the no-fly list, you can't own a gun, which is unconstitutional. You can't do that. You can't. I was reading, and I'm really going to botch this up, but it's unconstitutional to not let somebody do something over something else without due process. Well, that probably all didn't make sense, but that's basically it in a nutshell. But he can't do this. He will end up putting veterans on this, veterans with PTSD on this. If you got in a bar fight and all was all right, but the law caught and there's a record of it, you're going to be on that no-fly list, which means you can't buy a gun. It can go on and on and on and on, and he can stop virtually anybody who wants to from buying a gun. If you went to the doctor because you wasn't feeling good and you got an antidepressant, all of a sudden now you're going to be on that no-fly list and you won't be able to buy a gun. That's his loophole, I'm telling you. I truly, truly, truly believe that. But if you can't look at FBI stats, these right here, if you can't look at these and have such a low number in rifles and such a high number in hands, fist, and knives and other weapons, which is ball bats and bricks and hammers and what have you, so much higher than any assault weapon, why are they coming after them? Because they're trying to disarm us, people. Everybody's on there. Everybody says they're not wanting to take your guns. They're not wanting to take your guns. Yeah, they are. They're wanting to take your guns. CBS News had this thing on last night in Australia, because Australia back in the 90s had some guy come in with a semi-automatic weapon and killed a bunch of people. So they don't have a Second Amendment. So immediately they go, and this guy, he just outlawed all semi-automatic. You can have a bolt action, a shotgun, but you can't have a semi-auto. And they searched, and CBS found a gun shop, and this guy's like, well, I wish they'd had this law a long time ago. It hasn't hurt my business none. Hasn't this, hasn't that. I don't know how long it took them to find that. But people, you can get online and look at the stats of home invasions in Australia, home invasions in Great Britain, all these places that, France, all these places that you're not allowed to have any kind of gun. And look at the home invasion and look at the murder rates. They're high. They're every bit as high as that we are. Obama, every time you come around, he says that we have more mass shootings than any industrialized country. He's wrong. You can find website after website with all these stats, and we're always in the middle. We're not the highest, we're not the lowest, we're in the middle of industrialized. We're not. And they say mass shootings anything over 4 people. So in their eyes, if you have, God forbid, and you hear about this more often than I care, but somebody murder-suicide, takes out their 2 kids, the wife, and then he shoots himself. Well, that's 4 people. So to them, that's a mass murder. Well, that's not a mass murder. To me, that's not a mass murder. And you say, well, it is. Well, it's the guy that committed suicide and took his kids out. It's murder. It's just not I don't think it's a mass murder. Mass murder is the guys like out in California, the Aurora, guy going into a movie theater, a ballless bastard going in and shooting the place up. But they go to gun-free zones when they do this. And no guards, nothing stopping them from doing it. But people, don't watch TV and get wrapped up in they don't want your hunting rifles, the no-fly list thing. Don't get wrapped up in that, because that's when they come in very quiet and you wake up one morning and you don't have no rights and you have nothing no more. So stats are out there and you can't argue. It's FBI. Can't argue with it. But I don't know, guys. We'll see what happens. Hold on to them and pray. Pray for your government, because I tell you what, they need more prayer right now than anybody does. It's getting scary. And that idiot that's in office is really getting scary, because anything on the Constitution he doesn't follow. And he was a constitutional lawyer. That's what blows me away. But he also knows all the loopholes in it. But hey, till next time, we'll see you guys.